just how many. I talked the other day about about the number of Tennessee players who need to step up if the Vols are going to win this game. I specifically brought up Joey Aguilar, which was an obvious one, but I also brought up Lance Hurd, Bryson Eason, and the back end of the secondary because of how they spread the ball, with Arian Carter and Andre Turrentine going to have key moments in this game. So I think those will be the key players for Tennessee. But who's key for East Tennessee State? Yes, the Volunteers are better across the board. That doesn't mean that East Tennessee State doesn't have some decent talent, though, believe it or not. And we're going to talk about that decent talent. And it will be 4 downs. First, again, won't have to do this too much longer, but I'm going to keep doing it without Dave Hooker. Again, keep hashtagging DH. I'm going to say we have Cooper Mays tee us off for the 4 downs. I don't have the soundboard. He does. So I'm going to start with Cooper Mays here. Hit like and subscribe. Thank you, Coop. And keeping Cooper Mays coming, we're going to bring in Cooper Mays for first down. Coop here, first down. Key East Tennessee players to watch for against the Vols on Saturday. Guys, the Vols have to watch out for if they are going to get this game and put it away early. First down is Ashton. Actually, first down is in the trenches on the offensive line. Ashton Flynn. Ashton Flynn was a first-team All-Southern Conference player. There is potential for him to be a superstar offensive lineman in the NFL. He paved the way for East Tennessee State to rush for 392 yards over the weekend when they faced Murray State in their 45-17 win over Murray State. With that in mind, I do believe that Ashton Flynn could end up being a very, very tough test to a certain degree for Bryson Eason. I talked about Bryson Eason being important for Tennessee up front on their end. Well, Ashton Flynn is going to be important up front on his end for the East Tennessee State offensive line. So Ashton Flynn, again, the trenches is where Tennessee should have its biggest advantage. But at the same time, yes, it's highly possible that Ashton Flynn gives them trouble. We'll see how that goes. Cooper Mays here. Second down. Thank you, Coop. Second down is going to be a combination of defensive guys. And it's 2 specifically. Edge rusher Nick Hunter and linebacker Ty Anderson. Nick Hunter was a first-team All-Southern Conference preseason player, had a sack last week against Murray State, so he's already standing out as an edge rusher. Ty Anderson, the linebacker, had 2.5 tackles for a loss and 2 sacks last week, was a big play guy. Tennessee is going to want to establish things up front to get an easy win, obviously. They're going to want to throw the ball down the field. Don't get me wrong. They're going to want to torch him. But part of that is making sure that they handle their business with the edge rushers. You guys remember, I named Lance Hurd a key player for Tennessee just last week, or just on yesterday. He's going to be a key player for the Vols on Saturday. Nick Hunter is why he's going to be a key player for the Vols. That's going to be crucial for them if they're going to win this game. Lance Hurd has got to win the battles with Nick Hunter. Can he do it? We'll see. We don't know for sure, but I will say that Nick Hunter is going to be a tough test. And Ty Anderson, that's going to be the interior of the offensive line. He's going to drop back in coverage at times. He's going to be all over the field. If Tennessee's offense is going to do what it needs to do, then Lance Hurd has to do his job, and they have to account for Ty Anderson all over the field. That is crucial for the Vols. Tennessee center Cooper Mays here. Third down. Well, thank you, Coop. Isn't Coop just amazing, guys? Don't you just love Cooper Mays on this? All right, so third down from Tennessee center Cooper Mays. And on this one, we go back to the offense. I just told you guys that the offense had 392 yards rushing against Murray State last week. Devontae Houston was the star of that group. And Devontae Houston ran for 128 yards on just 14 carries. That's right, 128 yards on just 14 carries. Devontae Houston, 128 yards on just 14 carries. he's going to be a problem for Tennessee if they're not careful. They've got to make sure East Tennessee can't take them out of the game by running the clock. And if they don't handle Devontae Houston, he will do just that. So Devontae Houston is the crucial player for them to watch out for if they are going to win this game. If not, well, they're going to win this game if they're going to put the game away early. 4 Downs brought to you by Ted Russell Ford Lincoln, your home for the finest vehicles in Knoxville, New and used, East Tennessee's largest Ford and Lincoln volume dealer. We got 4th Down coming up next.
A beacon of hope in a world of high prices. Look to the skies, Knoxville. Super savings is here. Ted Russell Ford is East Tennessee's #1 volume Ford dealer.
Right now, get 0% APR, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days on select models, plus 2 years complimentary maintenance.
Come see the super dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location, Parkside Drive, or Kingston Pike.
Oh, let's just use Center Cooper Mays here. 4th Down. Well, thank you, Coop. 4th Down is this. And this is going to be a combination. 4th Down is just the quarterbacks. Cade McNamara is the true drop-back passer. Jacoby Criswell is the dual-threat quarterback, both transferred from Power 5 programs. Criswell spent 3 of the past 4 years at North Carolina in separate stints, by the way. McNamara has played at Iowa and Michigan. He has been all over. McNamara, true Big Ten-style drop-back passer. Will Healy runs somewhat of that West Coast offensive scheme. He has West Coast concepts where he runs the Lane Kiffin offensive scheme. Funny enough, it's kind of interesting how they work that in. So they're going to spread the field to a lot of receivers. That's why I said Arian Carter and Andre Turrentine would be key players for Tennessee. Andre Turrentine, a key player because of how they spread the field. That's where Cade McNamara is going to come in. Arian Carter, because of what Jacoby Criswell does. One, because Cade McNamara will spread the field, but also when they bring in Jacoby Criswell for a change of pace, Jacoby Criswell is a dual threat quarterback. Tennessee is going to have to contend for him throughout the day. Criswell is very, very good. He's a very good quarterback, and Cade McNamara could be even a better one. Look, Cade McNamara may be a pro-style prospect, guys. If he has a good season with ETSU this year, he could end up going to the NFL as a late-round draft pick. I know at times he struggled at different places. He's been, again, like I said, he is a journeyman Big Ten quarterback. He obviously played at Michigan from 2019 to 2022, and then at Iowa in 2023 and 2024. But he was all big. He was third team All Big Ten in 2021. Don't forget that he was third team All Big Ten in 2021. He has proven that he can be a very, very good quarterback, and Tennessee has to watch out for both of these guys. Criswell and Houston together could make for an elite rushing attack at the Southern Conference level. I know you're going to say, oh, it's the Southern Conference. What are you talking about? I'm telling you guys, watch out. Criswell and Houston together with that run blocking, like I said, Ashton Flynn can make for an elite. They could be very, very, very elite at this level. So I think you guys need to really watch out for both of these guys. I think there is a very good chance that that East Tennessee keeps it close with these two guys. We'll see. I mean, it's obviously a little bit. It's a little difficult to project any of these guys when it comes to the FCS level. At the same time, a lot of these guys have talent, and when they have talent, even if it's at the lower level, you can't overlook them. So just watch out, and we'll see how this goes.